Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from 7th group. Today, we would like to present our presentation. The title is Assessing Listening. Our members of group, Fabila Luka Alinda, Sahda Agung Dinata, and Naufal Fikri Fatin Aril. What is listening? Listening is a process of receiving language through ears by hearing the sound. One of the main reasons for getting students to listen to spoken English is to let them hear different varieties and accents, rather than just the voice of the teacher with its own idiosyncrasies. It becomes one of four basic skills while learning a language. It is a receptive skill, means that the language learners receive some new words from what they have heard or listened to. If they are good at listening, they will definitely understand and more likely to have a good competency in productive skills, namely speaking and reading. Table of contents. First, the importance of skill. Second, basic types of listening. Third, micro and macro skills of listening. And fourth, designing assessment. Before we start to present our material, here is the mind mapping.
Hello everyone, my name is Naufal Fikri Fatin Aril, and here I am going to present about the importance of listening skill. Listening is an important skill in English because we should understand what people say. We are able to mastering listening if we know and understand the words we heard. Hearing is not same as listening. In the English teaching process, we can utilize the teaching methods. In this case, it depends of the teacher who teach listening whether the listening learning process is delivered effectively or not. Next slide is about basic types of listening. Basic types of listening based on the research conducted by Brown. There are some types of listening, namely intensive, responsive, selective, and extensive. Next slide, listening skill based on particular skills that are used as the measurements of how good someone's listening comprehension. It depends on micro and macro skill. What are they? Let's take a look. According to research, there are the characteristic of micro and macro skill of listening comprehension. Micro skill number 1. Distinguish the particular sounds or voice of English. Number 2. Maintain a language with different lanes in their short-term memory. Number 3. Identify English accents, words in stress and unstressed position, rhythm structure, intonation, and character in signaling information. Number 4. Identify reduce from of words. Number 5. Distinguish words boundaries, recognize the case of words and interpret word other patterns and their significance. Number 6. Speech process. Number 6. Speech process at dissimilar speed of delivery. Number 7. Speech process including other performance variables such as pause, errors, and correction. And then identify grammatical words categories such as nouns, verbs, and then systems such as tense, agreement, pluralization, patterns, roles, and elliptical forms. Number 9. Discover sentence constituents and discriminate between major and minor constituents. Number 10. Identify a particular meaning which might be expressed in different grammatical forms. The last, identify cohesive device in spoken discourse. And then about macro skill include number 1, identify the communicative. purpose of expression based on situation, participant, and goal. Next, concluding the situations, participants, and goals by utilizing the real world knowledge. Number three, from events, ideas, and others, describe, predict output, infer links and connection between events, conclude cause and effects, and discover the relation as primary topic, supporting ideas, new information, given information, generalization, and amplification. Number four, discriminate between literal and implied meanings. Number five, utilize facial and body language and other nonverbal indication to elaborate meanings. And then number six, develops and use a battery of listening strategies such as detecting keywords, questioning the meaning of words from context, appealing for help, and signaling comprehension or lack thereof.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Sada Agung Dinata and I am from Group 7. So I will explain about designing assessment texts. In intensive listening. Intensive listening is the assessment of acknowledgement of phonological and morphological elements of a language. Understanding of surface structure elements such as phonemes, word, intonation, and grammatical group. Responsive listening. Comprehending of pragmatic context. This type creates a relatively short stretch of language in order to produce a short response. Selective listening. Deciding meaning of auditory input. It means processing stretches of discourse like a short monologue for a few minutes in order to scan for certain information. And the last, extensive listening. This type is used to develop general understanding of spoken language. This is divided into dialogue and multiple choice comprehension, item and dialogue, and authentic question on detail. Okay, that's enough for group 7. And wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.